Hey everybody, I hope all of you are doing well. Hope all of you are safe wherever you are. And please continue to be safe by wearing a face covering outdoors, avoid any large gatherings, and wash your hands often. Lastly, most importantly, if you haven't yet, please get vaccinated. It is very important for you to do so to protect yourselves and others around you. I still haven't gotten my booster shot yet, but I will sometimes next week or next year. So I'm here quarantined in my room just in case I do have COVID. I really hope I don't. I got tested yesterday and my results won't come until tomorrow at least. So waiting is the hard part. It's not fun being quarantined in my room. I also asked my Cantonese parents to get tested too because I was around them during this past week. And I'm really praying that they are okay. And I'm praying that I am currently COVID free. But I don't know that. I haven't had any symptoms during this past week, but that doesn't mean I'm COVID free. I mean, because I'm fully vaccinated, I could have COVID but not displaying any symptoms. So yeah, just waiting. The thing with COVID is it really ruins people's plans. I had some plans before I got a sudden phone call saying that, hey, you possibly been exposed to COVID last week at work. And one of my coworkers tested positive, and that means I had to well, possibly cancel my plans just in case I do test positive. And I'll know by tomorrow, which is New Year's Eve. And I don't go to large gatherings. I'm not a big fan of large gatherings, anyways. But I had something planned to try to celebrate New Year's Eve. But I'm not sure if that will still happen. Depends if I'm negative or not. But I hope so, because to make up for last year for New Year's Eve, what did I do? I was in my room or my closet. I was living in Irvine last year. Yeah. I was pretty optimistic that COVID would end by this year or be closer to end of the tunnel. But because of the Omicron, seems like we still have a long way to go. And I really don't know how long that will be. I mean, from March 2020 up until now, it's been really difficult for many people. And although compared to last year, things have been better, it's still really hard. I mean, I lost a really good friend from COVID this year in May, and it's still very painful to think back that she lost her life at such a young age. And now I am quarantined just in case I do have COVID. It's just speechless right now. And I'll be honest, I never thought that this would happen to me because I've always been careful when I'm outdoors. I'm always practicing social distance. Well, before I got vaccinated, I still wear a mask whenever I am in crowd areas, and I've always been a very clean person. I always wash my hands like more than usual, and especially after the pandemic began, I've been cleaning, sanitizing myself a lot more, and I've always avoided areas where COVID could be at a huge risk. I just never thought I would be in this position, and maybe it is arrogant of me to think that, but it happened to me. It could happen to anybody. I mean, Hugh Jackman tested positive, even though he's fully vaccinated and even got the boost. So even after I got my booster shot, it doesn't mean that I am 100% immune to COVID. This means I have more protection. But now that people who are fully vaccinated are still getting COVID, I don't know. I just don't know when this pandemic will end. And I'm praying that it will end sometimes in 2022. It's really ruining our lives, my lives. I mean, I had a lot of things planned for 2022 when I thought that COVID would somehow end by end of this year or ease up by early next year. But doesn't look like that's gonna happen. I just miss normal life. I just miss the life that I had before March 2020. I miss traveling. I travel every year, but I haven't done it since 2020. I remember my last travel was in January 2020 to Las Vegas with my mom. I remember that was going to be my first series of travel during 2020, the new decade. But so far, this decade really sucks with everything that happened with COVID and non-COVID related. Yeah, I really do miss traveling. I really do miss doing things that I used to do. I even miss getting on a plane, but I'm afraid to go on a plane because of COVID. Hopefully, I'll be able to manage well being quarantined here in my room. I've been trying to keep myself occupied by editing videos, catching up some shows on Netflix, Paramount Plus, Viki, and also been doing a lot of Bible studying by myself. Just never thought I would be in quarantine here in my own room. I was supposed to move back to Irvine partially during this winter break, my final winter break as a student. Hopefully I can go back to Irvine for a little bit once I confirm that I'm negative, or if I do test positive, hopefully after I recover from COVID. Yeah, any prayers would be great, and yeah, hope everybody stays safe. For your New Year plans, please think wisely. Don't go to any parties or any large gatherings. Those could you can make up for that next year or any following years, but just not this year. Please protect yourselves and others around you. And of course, lastly, I'll say it again, please get vaccinated. Take care, everybody.